Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of high school wrestling, a Northwest Suburban Conference border battle as the Blaine Bengals come to the Fieldhouse to face off against the Cardinals. Joe Yund, Howie Shapiro, sideline for tonight's match in what should be a very tight one right to the end.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to both coaches, and both coaches said that this will be a tight one. Blaine a little stronger up top, where the Cardinals' strength is down in the lower weights. So it should go back and forth. This should be a really interesting one. This is should be a fun duel, Joe.
With that in mind, the Cardinals' objective to keep it close through the lower weights, and always interesting because of, again, when they've done this now for more than a decade, where they just start at 107 and build to the big boys. But the difference between that and the random draw of where you start in the weight classes, right, and what that does for strategy. And for teams like Coon Rapids, it kind of works out because then their strength is always at the end, but they have to avoid falling in too big a hole early on.
Yeah, and I think Coach Johnson, he looks at what individual match should be anyway, and feels that, he's got an opportunity here, he's got an opportunity there, and I think that he feels that, this is a good opportunity to get a win. We did that Elk River match, and you saw them do a little jockeying at the end of that lineup and got them the win in that one, and that's some of the things that they're looking to do.
Well, and it's alumni night here. A couple of dozen former Cardinal wrestlers, couple of state champions in attendance. Many of whom we have seen go through.
Yes, absolutely. Just about all of them.
And most of the coaching staff as well.
Which is
included.
Crazy.
Yeah, and what does that say about your program when kids come back and want to be a part of it?
Well, a lot of these kids wrestled obviously with Bob Adams and with Adam Tronson, so they want to be part of the program. There's Josh Prokosh, the head coach for the Blaine Bengals.
He did not weigh in at 107 in his day, I don't think.
No, definitely not. But he looks like he can still wrestle.
I'm sure it would depend upon the opponent. You or I, not a problem for a guy.
You and I would not be a problem. But this is always fun when they wrestle Blaine. It's always that that crosstown rival that you want to beat, you want to show well against, and that's what it looks like.
Ethan Tays will take the mat for Blaine against Alex Jang for the Cardinals. Jang quickly in on a single leg, but Tays able to keep him at bay, at least for the time being, and then a good, strong finish for Jang to get the takedown.
Well, we saw Alex in that, and especially in that Osseo match, start off quickly just like this. Really aggressive, went low. And now he's got him in a little bit of trouble.
Cradle in the middle of the mat, kind of early, but not able to hold it tight. Does get a couple of back points. 4-point lead for Alex Jang. Just over 30 seconds into the first period.
Well, and Blaine has a ranked, or had been ranked earlier in the season, and Owen Cool at 107. They decided to move him down, I believe, to 114.
Working to try and get that armbar on the right side. Tays trying to stay wide with the left arm, and now the double armbar working for Jang as he's able to reel it in. A couple of different strategies to try and get him flipped over, and give Tays credit for continuing to rotate and not give Jang an angle to get him turned over. Trying to roll through it. Two more black points for Alex Jang.
I mean, again, aggressive from the start. Jang with that throw there. Couldn't get him on his back, but while we have a little bit of a stoppage to check some blood, I want to give a shout out to the Golden Grapplers on Knee Neighbor, who was watching the match. And I thought he'd be out ice fishing, but no, he's watching the match at home. So the Golden Grappler, who is an alumni here at Coon Rapids, and
again, beyond an alumni, a legend.
Yes, a legend. Well, legend and definitely in our minds. But, he's done obviously some, I shouldn't say obviously because some people don't know that, but he's done matches with us in the past.
Many.
Yeah, so. Hi, Zon.
Ethan Tays returns to the middle. As you mentioned, Cool was originally listed at 107, and most likely see him wrestling at 114.
Yeah, he was rated in the top 10 earlier in the season. Yeah, they're talking, I think, about the score. So it should be 7-0 at this point, which they corrected.
So he did get 3 near fall points for the second back point. So that would have been the double arm bar late in the period. Jang starting out on top where he spent much of the first period. And we saw him work on a couple of different pinning combinations, different ways to try and get Tays broken down on his back. Tays nearly got away, but Jang maintains control of the left leg. Gets the trip, gets back behind, and Tays slippery.
Yeah. Some nice points for Jang there in the first.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought we started the second period after the long timeout.
No, it seemed like it, didn't it?
Oh, we had the blood timeout, and then we had the discrepancy over the score, and threw me off. It's still early. This is match number 1.
Yeah.
But Jang
got a long way to go, Joe.
Jang does have a 7-0 lead to start the second period, and this time Tays will start out on top to start the second period. He's going for a quarter Nelson early now. Trying to go cross face to that left shoulder, but he is riding way high.
Yeah.
Jang might slip out underneath.
Trying to turn him.
He's got a half Nelson on that right side. Trying to gain control of the legs to get leverage. Jang able to get control of that left arm underneath, driving his legs, trying to get him flipped over. Tays able to get around back behind. Still hasn't regained control of that left arm, and he won't, as Jang finishes the reversal.
Well, Coach Johnson talks very highly of Alex Jang and the progress that he's made and will continue to make.
.20 seconds left in the second period. Jang trying to get him in the splits, but Tays staying on his base.
Yeah,
will ride this period out.
He's been doing a good job of making sure that he doesn't get too many points here in the second period against him. Just the 2 so far. That's where it'll end a 9-0 lead for Jang. Take a look at the reversal. Did a nice job there to get those 2 points.
Plug came out of the nose for a Tays. What a good, strong maneuver by Tays. Gets Jang in the cradle. He's in a ton of trouble. And he gets pinned.
Wow.
23 seconds into the third period. Ethan Tays after.
That's huge. Jang was dominating
Dominant.
that. Yeah. Yeah, that's big. And I think that the strategy's obviously now working early on here for Blaine, because I think that Coon Rapids thought they had the opportunity at 107, since Owen Cool is not wrestling at that weight.
And so now here is Owen Cool against Chang for the Cardinals. Gets in deep, double leg takedown early on, and he almost had the left arm barred at the same time. He's working on that left arm and a half Nelson on the right side. And Chang is
in trouble.
In a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Great bridge.
Yeah.
But did not able to throw his weight all the way out. 31-second pin for Cool. And very quickly, a 12-0 lead for the Blaine Bengals.
Yeah, we talked about the opening of this one, but that Blaine's going to be strong up top in the lower weights, and and I think that Coach Johnson said we just have to play this out and see where we get once we get to our strength. They see it again where he gets the pin in a relatively quick period of time.
Tyler Robero wrestling for the Cardinals, and he is very quickly going to get a takedown and put his man straight to his back, and the Cardinals need this pin, but he will get a very quick 5 points. And I did not hear...
I did not either.
Who they announced, and they had two originally at the 121 weight. Pierce Lightner. I got it. He was the one originally at the
at 114. Yep.
Blaine coaching staff all calling for the penalty point for an illegal clasp, and they will get that.
He's 7-2. Coon Rapids in charge so here early on. Robero able to get back in control and nearly took Lightner into his back, but Lightner able to get back to his base quickly. A little less than 30 seconds left in the opening period. So we will go to the second with Robero having a solid 7-2 lead, and he will choose the down position.
And nice start here for Robero.
Barrow able to get to his feet.
Oh, he's got
him locked in a cradle.
Yep.
Got him flipped over, but lost the hold. He will get the reversal now.
That'll give him a 9-2 lead.
Again, looking for the cradle over the top. Lightner able to get a hold of the hand and step out.
So that'll make it 9-3.
Lightner in deep on a single leg. Good job by Robero to control the head, force him to the mat. They're right on the edge. Robero able to finish the reverse.
Yep, got 2 more points.
Takedown, rather.
Under 30 seconds remain in the period.
.18 seconds remain in the second period. 11-3, at least an 8-point victory could give Coon Rapids 1 bonus point. After giving up pins in the first 2 matches, they need every bonus point they can get the rest of the way.
Well, they certainly do. You know, I'm honestly not surprised by the pin in the at 114, but the 107 one a little bit much. With surprised there.
I think when they sent Jang out there, knowing that Cool had moved up to 114.
Yep.
They were hoping they could exchange pins and
exactly
and just be a wash after the first 2. That's not the way it worked, and really again, Alex Jang controlled that match for the first 2 periods.
That was the surprising part of it.
Wegleiter in control to start the second period or third period. Robero to his base. Quarter Nelson on top, though, and Wegleiter riding him through the roll.
He was able to get a point. Under a minute.
Stalemate called, and again, you know that escape late in the second period cut that lead to 7. So at the very least, Robero needs 1 more point to get it back to a major decision. If he can't get something, you know, get him turned to his back and possibly turn it into a pin. But just an escape would get him to major decision.
Well, especially with 127 coming up with Cardinals rated wrestler going. Brightenstein.
Stop for potentially dangerous, 16 seconds left.
Coaching staff telling him we just need 1 more point. 1 more point. Just get that escape.
Lightner does a nice job of keeping his leg under control behind him and keeping him broken down. 5 seconds and 4. And it's going to be a decision for Coon Rapids. 11-4, the decision in favor of Tyler Robero.
11-4, Tyler Robero.
So that'll bring us to 127. And this one should favor the Cardinals.
127 pounds for Blaine, Max Brady, and Coon Rapids, Jack Brightenstein.
Jack Brightenstein and Max Brady. Jack rated number 7
And the guillotine.
And he's had an outstanding season. Saw him get a couple of pins last week in that doubleheader with Osseo and Elk River.
Yeah, he had moved up 2 spots. And
16-second pin in match 1 last week.
That was
Gets
impressive.
A takedown here.
Well, he could use a pin here. Cardinals trailing 12-3.
He's got that left arm of Brady, and now Brady able to get it back. Brightenstein just says, hey, give me that arm back. Wasn't done with that.
You can see I'm trying to get something done here.
Brady able to roll through that flip attempt. Now Brightenstein getting underneath, trying to look for a cradle.
Yeah, just trying to get some leverage, trying to get him over to his back, but Brady won't have any of that.
Stalemate called, just under 30 seconds remain in the first period. Brightenstein in control most of the first period, but not able to do much with it. And so just the 2-0 lead as you go to the second period.
Well, I think the next couple of weight classes for Blaine favors them here at 130. It's at 133 and 139. So if they Brightenstein can get a pin here, that would be big. Nice job getting low.
Only points of that first period. That takedown for Brightenstein. You saw immediately looking for pinning combinations.
Screen choice. Green chooses up.
Brightenstein will have to start on the bottom here in the second period. Brightenstein a lot longer than a lot of guys he sees at 127, but Max Brady just about the same kind of build.
Same,
long arms,
pretty
long
much,
legs.
both strong.
Quick sit out for Brightenstein. Caught Brady sleeping a little bit. Hasn't completed the reversal as that right leg is still stuck underneath. There it is.
Yep, there are the two.
See Brady holding on to that right foot of Brightenstein underneath. Does not want to let that go. That's the only leverage he's got.
Yeah, there's. He did let go of the foot, but back on it. And Jack's trying to get his hand off of it so he can get him turned.
Stalemate called with 19 seconds left in the second period.
more blood work to be done over there to Brady. Take a look at the reversal. Got those 4 points, 4-0 in favor of Brightenstein. Opportunity for Coach Thompson and his wrestler to talk a little bit strategy here with a 4-0 lead. And not much left here in period number 2.
Well, and again, going back to needing points.
Yes.
Especially bonus points after giving up back-to-back pins and knowing that next couple of weight classes, Blaine really feels
some of their strengths.
The strength of their lineup. And that's going to do it for the second period. Brightenstein with 2 points in each period. A takedown in the first, a reversal in the second, and that is all the scoring we've seen.
Jack's got a little blood on his lip.
Get a little Vaseline, and there you go.
Friends, this evening, there will be a social at Broadway Pizza after the duel in Coon Rapids.
This is
we've had a few
more
blood stoppage.
timeouts than we've seen in a lot of matches. We've already seen here midway through the fourth match of the night.
Yeah. I got to make sure they take care of the situation.
Again, Brightenstein, a quick sit out, but Brady able to get control of the head. Now trying to get the leg, and he's got Brightenstein in a little bit of trouble.
Yes, he does. I think Jack's trying to maybe work his way off the mat. But Brady does a good job of pulling him back in.
Brady's got the cradle underneath. Can he find a way to turn him over? Brightenstein able to try and reach out, try and keep him in front of him. Able to get a hold of that left or that right ankle. He was so close to an escape, and then down to 30 seconds left. Brightenstein getting leverage. Saw the class break momentarily. 15 seconds. The flexibility.
Yes.
I was thinking about it in the last period. You know, how does Brightenstein bend like that and still stay in control when his leg was twisted up underneath?
Yeah, I don't know.
How does he stay that way when he was wrenched on in that one, but he holds on for the 4-0 lead, or 4-0 decision.
Well, and again, I think maybe a little disappointing that he doesn't get a pin in that situation. Puts the Cardinals down by 6 with a couple of, we talked about a couple of matches coming up for Blaine that they feel they have the strength in.
And Coon Rapids is open.
Oh, okay, so this is the open spot. Yep. 133, so we will move to 139.
Builds the lead to 18-6.
Landon Lurch, and for Coon Rapids, Gilbert Costa.
Landon Lurch for Blaine against Gilbert Costic. Quick double leg takedown, less than 10 seconds in.
1 point escape, Brent.
Lurch got in deep for a single leg. Costic able to spread out. He's got the height advantage. Able to avoid another takedown. Headlock and a hip toss. Costic able to spin back to his stomach.
Yeah, he was fortunate there too.
2-point near fall.
Another 2-point near fall. Then he comes back with 2 points of his own.
Reversal puts Costic in control midway through this first period. Can he do anything from the top? Blaine wrestlers so far really have not given up much opportunity when they've been underneath. And there's an escape for Lurch. Double leg for Lurch, picks Costic right up off his feet, takes him down, third takedown of the period.
Yeah, doing a nice
for
job.
Landon Lurch.
Yeah, Lurch doing a nice job of controlling this first period.
So at the end of the first period, Landon Lurch, a 9-3 lead over Gilbert Costic.
Well, Gilbert came in here knowing he was going to have a tough match. Able to get 3 points in that first period, but Lurch controlled.
One of his 3 takedowns in that first period. He starts in the neutral position here in the second, goes right to that double leg, good ankle trip. Another takedown for Lurch. Lurch didn't fight it a whole lot once.
No.
Costic got back to his feet. I think he's very comfortable wrestling from his feet, and would almost prefer not so much just letting him up to trade 2-for-1s, but once you kind of lose that position, let him up, start over, see if you can get a takedown that goes straight to the back.
Well, we saw those 3 takedowns in the first period, exactly, wrestling strong from the feet.
Lurch gets down, gets another takedown.
That'll make it 13-4. About 40 seconds remaining in the second period.
Costic trying to throw a headlock there for a second, then just gets away, gets the escape. Trying to get in for that single leg, but Lurch caught him.
takedown, green.
Another 2-point takedown. for
Lurch racking up
Yeah.
the takedowns. That one just before the buzzer at the end of the second period. He has a 15-5 lead.
Red chooses down. One point escape, red.
Well, Lurch, certainly can afford those 1 point, giving up those 1 point.
Again, he'll trade 2 for 1s.
Yep.
I think he'd rather get a pin here. He'd like to get something that goes straight to his back,
Yep.
but
Down, green.
he had 2 quick near fall points in the first period, but other than
Right
that,
now.
hasn't been able to get Costic turned. But
Almost had him there, but couldn't get it through.
trades 2 for 1s too much
Yep.
longer. He'll find himself with a tech fall instead. But, Blaine would certainly take that.
Of course.
Right now, the lead at 11. And again, just not able to find any room to get leverage to get him turned over. And as soon as Costic to his feet, he lets him go. Because again, he'd like to get a couple more 2 for 1s and at least get that 5th point
Yep.
for the tech fall if he can. Headlock for Costic. Oh, Lurch rolled right through it and ends up being a takedown for him.
2 more points. That'll do it.
So Costic at least able to avoid
Major decision to score 21-7.
it being any worse than the 21-7 major decision. So a 4-point win makes it 22-6, and there you see that takedown right into a couple of near fall points.
Damian Thompson.
Came close.
Tristan Hargraves.
One more, and he would have had that tech fall. Tristan Hargraves wrestling for the Cardinals against Damian Thompson for Blaine. And the Cardinals need to start winning,
They do. Well,
and winning big.
Coach Johnson said once we get to 152, we're strong there. So he thought this 145 weight class will be interesting to see who can win this one. But you're right, though. Down 22-6, they need to start making up some points.
This is the midway point of the match, 7th of 13. Headlock for Hargraves. Gets him turned to his back, trying to hold. And he is going to get some back points.
Yep.
Can he get leverage and get him leaned back into the circle? No.
I don't think so.
Thompson able to roll back out. And they're off the mat, so
3-point near fall for red.
So 3-point near fall gives them a 5-0 lead.
and more blood timeouts.
We have blood time for green.
There you saw it. And Tristan really doing a nice job of keeping his weight back in the circle. He knew that Thompson was trying to roll his way out. Able to hold on at least a second or two longer, make sure he got all 3 of those back points.
Yeah, Jeremy Shepard's been busy tonight.
Yeah,
He's making his money. He's earning his keep.
earning it.
Yes, for sure.
Best in the business.
You bet. He's going through those gloves, though. Hope he brought him enough.
Well, he's got another pair ready for the next one.
He's going to have to.
Hargrave right to work, trying to roll Thompson over the top. Almost got away, but Hargrave able to regain control of that left leg. Thompson trying to wait to spin out. Hargrave able to get back behind him. Thompson trying the hip toss, and then Hargrave just lets go and walks away, gives up the 1-point escape, 5-1 lead going to the second period.
It's green choice. Green chooses down.
So Thompson will start in the down position.
Quickly sat out, got to his feet. Hargrave trying to break him back down and does. Hargrave keeping Thompson's head down. Thompson able to get to his feet, and now Hargrave way up high and maybe in some trouble.
Way too high. Yeah. That reversal gets him 2 points, makes it a 5-3 lead now for Hargrave.
Hargrave holding on to that left foot of Thompson underneath. Stop for potentially dangerous hold.
And you can see him there again getting way too high, allowing that reversal to take place.
Hargrave to his feet quickly. And able to break free. Time ticking down in the second period. Tristan Hargrave with a 5-point move in the first period, holding on to that 5-3 lead. And this one's going to have to be settled in the third.
Yeah, really big points for the Cardinals. I think if they can get a win here, obviously they would like more than just the 3. But with their strength coming up, or at least they feel their strength coming up, trying to keep the score as close as possible before they get to that. Another escape for Hargrave. That'll make it 7-3.
Yeah, bonus points are
Huge.
they're going to be essential if the Cardinals want to come all the way back for a win.
Yep.
Where they get those bonus points really doesn't matter, but the earlier you get them, the easier it is on the rest of the team.
Absolutely. That's why I thought here at 145 they have that opportunity to get those bonus points, especially trailing 22-6.
Well, I think they were hoping for more bonus points, both at 107 and also at 127.
Absolutely.
I think it's fair to look at those two, Alex Jang and Jack Brightenstein, and say more often than not they're going to get you bonus points.
Well, yeah, especially when Zhang was controlling that one at 107, and unfortunately for him, got pinned.
Yeah, that's a potential, it's 12-point swing if Zhang's able to finish it off. Ooh, Thompson went for a headlock and he didn't get it locked up. It leads to a takedown for Hargraves.
I'll do it.
Won't make a difference. It's a 9-3 decision for Tristan Hargraves. And still the Cardinals trail by 13.
Alisat, and for Coon Rapids, Lattery.
Thulfikar Alisat, the Blaine wrestler at 152, and for Coon Rapids, Lattery.
Well, this is a spot. We'll see if the Cardinals can make their move. Starting here at, they got the 3 points at 145 and continuing over to 152.
Well, and the fewer bonus points they're able to pick up earlier, the more pressure it puts on the later guys, the 215 and heavyweight. They've got big shoulders. They can handle the load, but Cardinals would love to see them not need back-to-back pins at the end of the night.
No, correct.
Neither really finding any opening. Lattery now getting in on a leg of Alisat. Alisat able to spread himself out.
Yeah, he got low.
Stay away from it.
Yep. Off the mat.
Just by the look of the beard, we may need to check his ID. That's a great beard for a high school kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the end of the first
No score in the first period.
Red chooses down.
Thulfikar Alisat. It's a great name. It's a lot of syllables.
It's definitely a lot of syllables.
Starts in the top position. Working that quarter Nelson on top, keeping a lot of pressure on Lattery's head, trying to get control of that left arm of Lattery underneath.
He was also working on that left leg to see if he can get some leverage there. And
lost control, and Lattery gets the escape.
coaches
First point to the game.
Yeah, coaches relented for him to get to his knees, and he was able to do so and then get out of it.
Lattery able to avoid the shot from Alisat and almost able to counter, but neither of these guys really giving up much.
Not a lot of points here, just the one point so far for Lattery. As we're winding down here in period number 2.
It's a good deep shot from Alisat, but
that's
a
big.
Good counter from Lattery to get the takedown. Well, and that's been it. I was just going to say, neither has been real aggressive, trying to get inside, a lot of hand fighting. But when there have been shots, both guys have done a good job of staying away, keeping their hips back, staying wide, not allowing their opponent to finish a takedown until that happened right there.
Yeah, so now Lattery was going to go into this third period with a 3-0 lead. He's able to make sure that Alisat didn't get out of that and get the escape point before the period ended.
Now Lattery starting on top, working on that left arm. Had it behind for a moment, now working on the chicken wing. Alisat able to break free, get to his feet, and he will get the escape just before they went out of bounds. Oh, they called it a stalling.
They did call it.
I didn't see a caution for the stall, just a penalty point. But they were off the mat before Alisat got the escape. Either way, it cuts the lead to 2. Alisat just trying to work his way out.
Crawling that way out.
And there's a stalling penalty point for the Cardinals. I don't know that I saw him warned for stalling either.
I don't either. I didn't see it either, I should say.
Maybe this official just doesn't give warnings.
That's right.
Like, you stall, you know you're stalling.
You're done.
But yeah, crawling for, I don't know that I've ever seen anyone so blatantly crawl for the edge.
Mat.
I mean, obviously, you're also trying to work your way out from underneath another human being who is doing everything they can to try and twist you into a knot. But, good turn. Got that arm bar and got Alisat turned over. He gets the pin.
Huge.
And that got the entire Cardinal bench up and cheering.
Is huge.
That was a pin that was desperately needed by the home team.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you're down just by 7. And still plenty of wrestling ahead of you here with some pretty good wrestlers coming up for the Cardinals. Especially here at 160.
Coach Prokosh getting some explanation on the penalty points that were awarded. I think he may have had the same question that we did. not seeing a warning.
At 160 pounds for Blaine, we have Owen Martino, and for Coon Rapids, Carter Scradski.
Carter Scradski comes in, rated number 9.
Number 9.
At one.
We've been waiting for that.
At 160. Owen Martino on the mat for Blaine. Very early takedown for Scradski. Scradski's a guy on a mission here. We talked about it last week when we did the doubleheader. You know, he's a guy that has been a captain since his sophomore year. Wants to get back to state and make a real run, end up on a podium, maybe raise a title. Nope. He's got that right arm of Martino. Martino able to go get it back. That was big because he was in danger of being in a lot of trouble. And instead, he ends up with an escape.
Yep. I think Scradski's okay with that.
Boy, they got a lot of bodies on the JV roster at the 152, 160 weight classes for the Blaine Bengals. Speaks good things about the health of their program.
Absolutely.
To have that kind of depth. Solid takedown from Carter Scradski. And that's always one of the great challenges of wrestling is you not just need a bunch of great athletes, you have to have a bunch of great athletes throughout the spectrum of sizes.
Well, no, absolutely. I mean, it's not just one great athlete at one weight class. It's a lot of...
If you have a bunch of great athletes and they're all 145, it's not going to do your team a whole lot of good.
That's the end of the first period. It's
4-1 lead for Scradski.
Green defers.
Going to the second period, Scradski will choose the down position. You look at the beard we had from Alisat in the last match, and then look at the mustache we have from Carter Scradski. You might need the extreme close-up to really see Carter's stash, but credit to him. He went and got the Shapiro starter kit.
Yes, he did. I've endorsed it officially.
A good reversal. He just kind of slipped out from underneath and got back in top, and Martino in some trouble.
Yes, he is. Plenty of time here.
Trying to make sure he's not being choked, and I think he's doing a good job of bracing and keeping that left shoulder up.
Yeah, he really is. Now he gets
able to get back to his base.
Yep.
He's got that chicken wing on the right side. Got him rolled over, and there's the pin with 31 seconds left in the period.
All of a sudden, your score is 22-21. That was big. A couple of back-to-back pins by the Cardinals. Now, all of a sudden, it's just a one-point deficit.
Yeah, Scradski's skilled, determined.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun to see what he's able to do come section time.
At 172 pounds for Blaine, Ethan Carr, and for Coon Rapids, Cameron Ross.
So Cam Ross and Ethan Carr going at it. Cam Ross for the Cardinals.
Carr in deep on a single leg, trying to go to a double. Ross trying to stay in control over the top.
Oh, he just kind of lost control a little bit there. Looked like he was almost going to get him turned.
Ross almost got around behind and finished the takedown himself. Instead, both back to their feet. No points this round.
So I was told that was Carter Scradski's 100th win. So congrats.
Nice milestone.
Absolutely.
For the Cardinal captain.
There's the.
There
they have
are.
signs like they knew he was gonna get the win tonight.
Good ankle trip, but just not able to get the angle and still not a takedown. This time he gets in double leg takedown and Ross gets the first points.
1 point escape, right. Agreed.
Carr breaks free that quickly.
Ross trying to get that leg, but Carr able to move away.
Ross gets in quick, got that leg momentarily, but Carr able to keep him at bay for the final couple of seconds of that first period. Carr, a couple of different escape attempts that were thwarted, and then Ross bringing him back to the mat, and Carr in some serious trouble a lot of time, and there's the pin, 3 straight, and the Cardinals have their first lead of the night.
2 minutes and 31 seconds.
Well, Coach Thompson talked about it. He says if we can, stay within a certain range from those upper weights and then use our strength as we get to the lower weights, we hope to take this over. And they've, as you mentioned, 3 pins in a row, and that Ross just using his strength to get that pin, just pull that elbow down, and it gets a tap on the mat.
Babino for Blaine against Kenny Wells for the Cardinals.
This should be a good one.
Should be a very good one. Babino, another wrestler the Bengals consider a strength in their lineup, and Kenny Wells definitely a strength for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
3-year captain. And they're going to be off the mat. And Kenny's another one, he's does a lot of wrestling in the summer, also a football player, very quality ball player for the Cardinals. And I'm not sure what happened, but clearly Wells immediately in a significant amount of pain and reaching for his knee, which was already had a brace on it. I'm not sure what the issue was. Clearly already had an issue with the knee.
Well, you could see him grimace after a particular move, and certainly we hope he's okay.
Jeremy Shepard right on the scene.
As always. As you said, not the best in the business for nothing.
Coach Thompson and Lightner out also. Check on their downed wrestler.
check in and make sure there's no damage. No. All right, we'll see it. We'll see that replay on that. Oh, his foot got tucked underneath.
And the pressure was right on the knee, and you saw he immediately went down and reached for his knee.
Yeah.
So it looks like Kenny's going to be able to continue, and that's good. Blaine will have the 2-point lead, as Babino did get credit for the takedown. Wells quickly to his feet. Babino able to pick him back up and get him back down to the mat. Yeah, we always, obviously injuries occur in high school sports across the gamut, but you hate to see any kid get hurt. And
absolutely.
The high school sports experience is such a finite amount of time. For an athlete to lose any of that is just sad.
Yes, for sure. Kenny gets the escape point. 2-1 here in the first.
Babino has shown his quickness and has been a little bit more of the aggressor early on. There's a good shot from Wells, though, and he got that left leg up in a hurry. Good toss to get back to the leg and get the takedown.
Nice takedown by Wells. He's able to take the 3-2 lead here. Winding down here in period number 1.
Another look at that takedown from Wells.
Yeah, and Kenny's using his quickness there. You talked about Babino's quickness, but quickness there by Kenny Wells.
You don't always have to be an aggressor. You have to be the aggressor at the right moment.
Exactly.
Buzzer sounds, and Wells will have the 3-2 lead going to the second.
Green chooses down.
Quick escape from Babino, and we're tied at 3. How about we just start all over?
Yeah, start at 0. Is that what you're saying?
Babino trying to finish the takedown.
Could not.
Able to do so right on the edge, and in some trouble as Wells. He's going to get some back points as well. And eventually off. Too far off the mat, but still 3 near fall points, and just like that, a 5-point lead for Babino. Wells, I think, talked to by the official, warned perhaps for stalling.
Yep.
Able to get to a foot, but tripped right back down by Babino.
And Babino doing a nice job controlling here in the second period. Down to 20 seconds.
All 5 points in the period came in one swift move right on the edge of the mat for Mitch Babino.
That'll do it.
So the pressure will be on Kenny Wells in this third period, trying to come from behind, trailing 8-3. Technical violation awards a penalty point to Kenny Wells. Helps cut into the lead a little. Cardinals riding the momentum, 3 straight pins to take the 27-22 lead.
Yeah, that was big. With 2 matches left after this one.
Love to see their captain continue that streak.
Yeah.
But he's in, he's got some work to do trailing Mitch Babino. And Babino again, you know, Blaine sees him as one of the strengths in their lineup.
Oh yeah, Coach Prokhor's
and as
told me.
they find themselves trailing here, they need points from him.
Another escape for Kenny Wells, making it 8-5.
Gets in deep, a double leg takedown for Babino.
That's big. Oh, he's a strong young man.
Another clasping penalty point awarded to Kenny Wells. There you saw just a great job of getting underneath.
Yeah.
Wells' arms, gets that shoulder all the way in on the abdomen.
And then using,
and as you mentioned, he's strong. He picks Kenny right up off the mat and takes him down.
It's like a young Joe Young.
Yeah. Only a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Babino just keeping his weight on Wells all through this third period. Hasn't allowed him any real good opportunity. Got the one escape, but Babino able to get another takedown. And he's going to ride this out for a decision. Meaning we go to the last couple of matches just as we expected. Close to the finish.
Yeah, we both coaches told me that was the first thing they both told me. Said this is going to be a close one. It could go either way. So that's now 27-25 in favor of Coon Rapids.
At 215 pounds for Blaine,
Lucas Godfrey for
Aiden Hollister.
the Bengals against Aiden Hollister of Coon Rapids. And it's always nice to have a strong heavyweight to rely on when your matches always start at the bottom and end at the top. When you have a guy like Hayden Skillings at the top, it makes things a little bit easier. Oh, a good takedown right to the back, and here's a huge opportunity for the Bengals.
Wow.
Hollister able to kick his way out of it.
Yeah, I thought he had the pin there.
3 near fall points, though. 5-point lead quickly for Godfrey.
Yeah, quickly is right.
And now Hollister getting him turned over, and he rolls right through it and gets back on top.
He did a nice job of making that work to his advantage.
Yeah, it looked like Hollister might have Godfrey in some trouble.
I thought so.
Godfrey rolled right through it. And now Hollister trying to finish the reversal, but he will get the reversal. But they stopped it for potentially dangerous because of the way his knee was bent.
Caution on red.
Hollister cautioned for starting early. Godfrey almost got up and got away. Hollister broke him back down, nearly put him to his back.
Yeah, Godfrey was able just to stay out of that position to get turned, but it was close. I thought at first Hollister may have had it.
Try to get that left arm, get him turned over. He does. Hollister rolls through it, but the buzzer sounds. And the first period ends. Lucas Godfrey with a 7-3 lead over Hollister.
So Blaine will start in the down position.
And here's Hollister, nearly had him turned again, and we've seen him get Godfrey to that position, get him turned, but Godfrey rolls right through. This time a half Nelson, Godfrey on his back, and this could seal it, and does. The Cardinals are going to win this one, 4 pins in 5 matches.
That's phenomenal. What a great job, because it looked like, Godfrey had the advantage. And then give kudos to Hollister. He did a great job. You saw him a number of times trying to get that turn. He finally did. And that's a big win.
Well, now again, as I mentioned, it's great to have Hayden Skillings at the top of your lineup. But, he'd rather go out there knowing that he's going to try for the pin, but doesn't have to get a pin in order to get the team win. Team win already in the bag.
Yes.
Tenzing Sanam is his opponent. And this big win keeps the Cardinals' win streak alive. Another win in the conference as well.
Yeah, it's huge. It was huge.
And, coming off a year, a rough year last year.
2-point takedown, red.
And, to have a bounce back is big. And the Cardinals are just trying to continue the momentum as long as they can.
And why not? Skilling's trying to get him turned. He's working it.
Oh, and Sanam in some trouble. He's got that left arm fully controlled. Sanam trying to keep his hips.
Oh, is it there?
And this is over.
Yep.
1 minute, 32 seconds. What a finish for the Cardinals.
Yeah, absolutely.
5 pins in the last 6 matches.
Yeah, huge. Nice win for the Cardinals.
And considering it, again, they did give up a forfeit.
They did.
And the way it started, they tried to, maneuver their lineup hoping they would get a pin at 107. Instead, ended up being pinned. And maybe in a bigger hole early on than they had expected to be, they still are able to come out and win down the stretch.
Yeah.
Thanks to the strength in their upper weight.
Yeah, well, and they talked about that. It's just if we get to a certain point, we feel that we have that strength in our upper weights to win this one, and it certainly came true. And just some impressive last half of wrestling for Coon Rapids. Gets them the win.
And a great way to celebrate Alumni Night.
Yep.
Send the fans home happy with a 39-25 win. And again, it was all pins down the stretch. 5 of the last 6 matches. Coon Rapids wins all 6, but 5 of them by pin. They win the last 7? Yeah.
No, Blaine won at 189.
That's right. Blaine won at 189.
Yep.
Cardinals won 6 of the last 7 matches, 5 of them by pin.
Yeah, to control it. I mean, they did. They ended up, it looked like,
Put a smile on Red's face.
Well, Red always has a smile on his face, but Red loves a Cardinal win. No question about that.
So that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.